Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And we thought we were back in business. We thought that we finally had turned things around with those two wins. First the Champions League, then the Roma win. But then things just went down the drain again. We lost versus Sampdoria, and it was a pretty bad game. We actually got 2 injuries during first half, and then a third one in the second half, and the red card. So with 10 players on the pitch, and injuries taking up like all my subs, it made it kind of like impossible for me to try to like change things around. So yeah, let's not talk about Sampdoria game. Luckily though, the only injury that was kind of serious was Fellaini, and it's not too bad with him either. He's out for like 3 more weeks or something like that right now. So yeah, not too bad. Definitely could have been worse. But that brings us to a Serie A table that looks like this, and we're currently out of the spots in Europe, and it's very disappointing. But at the same time, I mean, it's not too many points away. We just need to find our way. We just need to get back in business and start performing. And before we go to today's game, something else happened. I have actually signed a player, and of course, since the transfer window is not open, the player won't join us until January. And I didn't plan to sign anybody, but I found a player, got transfer listed for dirt cheap, and it was a player I really like. Other than this save, during the beta of FM18, I did a save with Real Madrid, and they had a really young and extremely promising defender, and that guy was actually like fantastic considering his age, and like developed like crazy for me. And then all of a sudden I saw in this save like he's transfer listed for nothing. So we are actually signing Theo Hernandez, and look at the price, 4.7 million. That's just crazy. In my Real Madrid save, like after the first season, he was already becoming like a world-class fullback, and yeah, of course, in this save, since Real Madrid haven't treated him as well as I did. Look at this, he only played the 8 games last season. To me, he played a lot of games because things went very well. And if you see, like, he's been subbed and so on. But in my Real Madrid save, for example, we won the Spanish Cup, and the Spanish Cup is crazy. Like each round, even the early ones, are 2 legs. So you're playing so many games if you go along in the Spanish Cup, and of course we had the Club World Championships, we had Champions League. So we were playing so many games. So he was playing a lot for us. Of course, Marcelo was our first choice in his position, but I mean, with that many games, he was playing like crazy. And if you look at his stats right now, like he's 21, he looks good. But and of course, look at that, 4-star with a black star potential, and he actually isn't as good as he was for me in my Real Madrid save, because I was playing him and I actually loaded up that save, and that save is basically at the end of the preseason after the first season. So like maybe it's 1-2 months earlier than this. And when I compared the statistics here, or his abilities, actually in that save, there's 3 stats I'm going to talk about, but other than them, he had 14 combined attribute points more, like 14 points and that's like crazy. But hopefully we can catch up. There are 3 things that's different. It's determination, and that's of course from tutoring. He's actually higher in determination here. Also leadership. He's much higher in leadership here. I think it was like a 6 or something like that. So I'm guessing the leadership ability is sort of random, because I can't see like why would this leadership be twice the amount of what sits here. And it's kind of the same with natural fitness, like a huge difference with that one also, because I don't think like he have trained those things for a season and become sensational in it. But still, getting this lad for only 4.7 mil, I feel like we are stealing him. Like I would like if he would be sold for like 28 mil, I still would think it would be a good deal. He might never become as good as he became in my Real Madrid, say, but still he's 21, and if he just develops a little bit more for a few seasons, he's going to be crazy. Of course, it's going to give us some trouble with our defense, because let's take a look at the left side. Right now we are rotating Rodriguez, that's really good, and Antonelli, that's pretty good also, and 3 players in the same position will probably be too many, so we might have to sell somebody. We'll have to wait to see. I would like to prefer to keep Rodriguez because he's fantastic, but he's probably going to be easier to sell than Antonelli because he is wanted by Barcelona right now. But I mean, we are getting ahead of ourselves because that's not until the January transfer window. But yeah, I just felt like this signing for that price is just a steal. It's a fantastic signing. We are getting him for like almost free. So I'm very, very, very pleased with that one. But today is Champions League time. It's Atletico Madrid. And we are playing them at home. And if we're going to have any chance to go through the group stage, we need to win this game. Because if we don't win this game, we will most likely end up in third place. Because, I mean, the next game are away against them. And yeah, it would only get harder and harder. And they're currently in third position in the league. They are a very good team. They have so many world-class players. But this is at home. We need to get a good result here at San Siro. So, yeah, let's submit the team and see what happens. But yeah, I would say this game like decides so much of our future in the Champions League. If we can win this one, we are still in it to go through for the next round. There's still a chance. We are definitely not favorites, but there's a chance. But if he loses this one, it's more or less game over, because then we need to beat them away, and that's going to be so hard. I'm going to say here. Maybe? Yes. A very, very important game. And I said it before in earlier episodes that our board's minimum expectations for the Champions League is for us to go through the group stage. And if we don't manage to do that, they will be displeased. But, I mean, our group is not one of the easy ones. It's a really tough group. Atletico Madrid is a very good team, and we need to be playing on top. And this is the easy game, because we have them away later on. And that one is probably going to be a nightmare. We all remember that Man United game away, so... But that's a beautiful start. Here is Andres Silva. And we have only played for about 5 minutes when we take the lead. So right now things is going in our direction here. Let's take a look at, where is it? Well, I'm looking for latest scores. Let's see. So it's only Barca versus PSG at the same time. I was thinking like maybe the other team in our group was playing, but they are not. We can actually close this one because not the team we care about right now. Here's Locatelli for Silva. Is he going for another one? No, he's not. And not sure where this is heading. It's also. And this is heading in the wrong direction. Here's Griezmann, and he is a quality player. World-class player. So whenever Griezmann... I mean, I'm not even sure what would be worse. Griezmann or Costa, like, both of them, if they are near our goal, I know that I'm going to feel bad. So it's like you just have to like pick between two very dangerous diseases or something like that. It's going to be a bad time if any of them gets a really good chance. Come on, guys. We can intercept it. We can win it back. Put some pressure on them. Or maybe not. We can just stand here, watch, and here is Costa. Look at the marking here. Nobody's marking Griezmann. That is so bad defending. Such a bad defending. Let's take a look at the replay. It was... Oh my god. I'm going to pause it here so we can actually take a look and cry a bit together. Because look at the defense here. The guys, he and he. Like, look at this. Everybody is staring at the ball. Nobody's looking at what's actually happening here. And they leave him completely alone. And yeah, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players here. And nobody at Griezmann. I'm not pleased. That's all I had to say. I'm not pleased. Not pleased at all. And here's Griezmann again. Beautiful interception though. Here's Kessie, Biglia, Conte, Gatelli, Soso. Oh, he tried to set up Silva, but it wasn't good enough. And things are turning around quickly because there is Costa. But we wins it back. Beautiful. And look at this. Could Silva win this one? Could it? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Oh, it was a decent try, and I actually feel like he had the time to actually move a little bit closer, because I just think he was under more pressure than he actually was there. But at least we are creating stuff that makes me happy. But looking at the statistics, thinking that maybe actually it's increasing now, because for quite some time they were barely doing anything in the middle, and if they're not doing anything in the middle, we might not play with a defensive midfielder and try to go a bit more on the attacking side. But yeah, it looks like they have changed it up and are putting some more pressure into the middle here. But lads needs to know we're not pleased, because we need to win this game. If we're going to have any chance to go through to the next round, we need to take 3 points here. We need it desperately. And we have 4 to 5 minutes to turn things around. Because that away game against them is going to be incredibly difficult. And we have a very bad goal difference also after the Man United game, so we can't rely on something like that either. But here is Atletico Madrid again. Intercepted by Rodriguez, all the way back to Donnarumma. Conte, Biglia, Locatelli, Soso, Locatelli. Is Conte. Can he get into the box? Tries to find Silva, and well, decent try there, but that header from Silva is just over the top bar. I actually feel like Silva could have done better again. This the marking was kind of off, and he got a lot of space there. Right now the clock is just ticking and ticking and ticking. Here's Conte with a throw-in. Biglia. Right, get into the box, gets another try. It's Locatelli, and was it an offside? I'm not celebrating yet. It was very like at the line. Yeah, it's an offside. Damn it! I felt it, but nothing came up. So I was hoping and hoping and hoping. But we are going to try to go more on the attacking side. We have to. Maybe not like that, because he really don't like that position, but like this at least. We're also going to tell our central defenders to ease off on tackles now, because they have been tackling harder, but both of them has yellow cards now, and really can't risk anybody gets sent off. Let's see, who's having a bad day at work? Oh my god, 6.3 rating. Bonaventura, what are you doing? Oh my god, so bad. So bad it should be illegal. Kind of Sauce also. I mean, Sauce, you've always been the guy I can rely on. You've always been the one. But today, I'm not sure. Why do you hate me? What I've done to deserve that, Sauce? But yeah, we are subbing both of our wingers, our inside forwards. They have both had terrible games, and hopefully we can improve. But the clock is ticking. Not much going on at all. We're going to we need to win this one. We're gonna go overloading. We have nothing to lose there. Well, we have 1 point to lose, but we're actually going to try to speed things up also, because we have been trying to retain in possession. Now we got, yeah, basically gonna speed things up. And also let's go for the last sub here. The ones that have been playing the worst. Let's see who's tired instead. Will there be any? What would be a good option? We could go with Locatelli here, bring in Barrow. And then change Barrow around. To become an advanced playmaker, like that. But yeah, we are all in now. We are all in. We are overloading. We are speeding things up. And nothing is happening. But this Rodriguez with a corner. Clear by the defense. Piaka picks it up. Oh. And oh my god, this is going to be a goal, isn't it? Please take a red card. Just foul him, just foul him, just foul him. A more experienced player should have known in a situation like that, when you're heading into extra time, you should definitely just foul him. Because, I mean, a red card when you're into extra time is so much better than conceding a goal when you're into extra time. But the clock is ticking, and it looks like it will be a draw. And Unfortunately, that will probably not be good enough for us. We're in a tough situation now. We're still struggling. We've been struggling the whole season. We had 2 games in a row. First off, you need to know that was not good enough. But we had 2 games in a row. I thought like maybe, just maybe we are bouncing back. We got those 2 wins. But then, yes, things went back into the bad streak again, and we're still struggling. But enough of me being salty whining. That's it for today's episode, and the struggle to bounce back continues. And hopefully, just hopefully, in the next episode, we can start performing a little bit better again. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.